Hey guys, Tap Dog here with Little Alchemist Helper. Today I am continuing the Discord suggestions, and I'm going to be combining two different areas of suggestions that you guys talked about. It's just going to be focused first on the arena, and then second on changes or improvements for the heroics and story mode as well. So there's about 15 suggestions in total, and hopefully we can get through these. Again, I don't know who gave out these suggestions in Discord. Thank you to Jark for collecting all this for me, but I'm just going to read through them and then give my thoughts. So we'll start with the first suggestion here, and it says, buff arena chest rewards. Getting a silver final form or bronze booster is horrible. It sucks. You win every day and you get rewarded 3 dust. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. What this is talking about is in the arena, you play every day, and as long as you get a single win, you get a reward of a little bit of gold, and then at the end of the 5-day streak, you get to open a chest. And it does suck when you get a silver final former. Something that's just not very useful. I think it'd be a lot better if it was a buffed up option. Maybe it would just be standardized and it's always you get a gold booster, something that makes it a little bit more enticing to get and more consistent, because it is really frustrating when one week you can get something that you'll be able to dust for a lot higher amount, and then the next week you get something that's only worth 3 or 1 dust. So yeah, great suggestion. Number 2, buff the arena rewards in general, not the season ones, the weekly ones. Currently you get bonuses ranging from 15 to 30 coins, so please buff them. So yeah, I think this is talking about each time you win. I was thinking they're talking about the actual weekly rewards, but let me pop up. I wasn't prepared for this, but I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head. I know when you win, though, your coins that you win range somewhere between 10 coins, I think, up to maybe 30 coins. It all has to depend on your opponent and how good their deck is compared to your deck. I don't know exactly how that algorithm works. But I think that one is relatively good. They might be able to bump it up a little bit more, so your bottom minimum is maybe 15 instead of 10. But for the weekly rewards, I don't know if there needs to be any change there. It goes down fairly consistently, and I think there's enough in there that long-term you'd be able to rank up and use your dust as you get better and do better there. But I don't think there's a problem with the weekly. Potentially on your winning awards, though, you could see maybe a 5 or 10 coin per win increase. But I agree with you. When you get to the very top and you're fighting people with very similar decks to you and you're only winning 10 coins, that means after 15 rounds you'd get 150 coins. And that's just not a lot of coins. So yes, it would be nice maybe if you even were to bump it up to 25 coins per win. It's a hard balance because you don't want to make it too overpowered, but it needs to be better than it is right now. I don't know what that number would be, but I think just increasing the minimum that you win would be better. All right, number 3, more arena orb items. Maybe custom packs, or you can use 5 orbs for a onyx fragments, something like that. So yeah, I understand what you mean, especially for those of us who are on the end of the arena, meaning we've earned enough arena points that we've gotten our health maxed out, we've gotten all of the final forms, and all we can do right now is save up or use them for boost upgrade points. It would be nice if there were other options in there. I like the idea of maybe custom packs. It'd depend on what's in those packs, because again, you don't want to make it too overpowered for the people on top. But this idea of additional ways to get onyx fragments could be nice. So maybe every I don't know if every orb should count as a bonus fragment, but maybe it's this 5-to-1 ratio that they said. So that could be good, because then your top players would be getting about 100 fragments a week. That'd be a lot faster than it is right now. So yeah, I like the idea. It might need a little bit more tweaking and thought to it, but the idea of having additional awards in Arena would be nice. Number 4, allow PvP to be available for all players and not just iOS. Yeah, so originally when this game came out, you would be able to go into the arena and you click on that little mail icon and you could fight anyone that was your friend. And unfortunately, over time, the way that they did that broke on the Android side, and it's pretty broken on the iOS side too, because you can't add friends. It's just you randomly have to battle at the same time as someone else, and then they become your friend. But it definitely is a frustration. And even when you play the PvP, it automatically defaults to the slow fight mode, which is very frustrating. And then the timer on it is very quick. So you have to make a decision very quick, and then you have to watch the results very slow. I feel like they should swap those around, let you have more time to make your decision, and then quickly go through that battle experience. But sorry, that was a side note, but it goes along with the PvP. But I agree, that's another area that they could improve, is allow everyone to be able to play PvP. Number 5, allow adding friends through Arena or by their name/ID. Yeah, I agree. It'd be nice to be able to add friends on here, whether that's just to practice to PvP against each other, or in the future if they want to have clans or something like that we've talked about before. They need to be able to make it easier to add friends. So yeah, that's a great suggestion too. Number 6, arena balance fixes. That's all it says. So I don't know exactly what this means. The only thing I can think is that maybe people who are lower down have a harder time making it to the next rank. But without enough information of what arena balance fixes means, I can't speak to this. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to move on from that one. Number 7, fix false flags and get rid of players who are abusing the system. So yeah, I know we've talked about players who have health that's above the maximum you're supposed to have. My hope is that it's very easy for them to see that. Now, there's a difference between people who might have accidentally got bugged and have 56 health when the maximum is 55 versus someone who might have 200 health, because that's obviously intent there. But someone that's got 56 health might have accidentally pushed a button once or something, and it I don't know how the health bug happens, but I'm guessing that happened to them once, and I'm like, uh-oh, don't want to do that again. So it would be nice if they had just had a hard cap on there and people wouldn't be able to go over it, but they do need to get rid of the players who are abusing that bug. And then on the other side of that, the false flag, obviously we've talked about before. I'd like to see a one-time wipe for everyone who's been false flagged, just because it's not their fault that something happened on the servers that caused a hiccup to get them flagged, and now they can't play the game. And then number 8, again, I don't have any specifics here, so I'm going to have to try to understand this, but it says tournament standard mode. Had a question mark, so that's why I did the high pitch at the end. But I don't know what a tournament would be. I'd need a little bit more details here to give my feedback on it. The idea of clans and tournaments and things like that are great to just say, but without understanding what it means, I don't see a purpose for either of those. So if this was your suggestion, please let me know what you mean by a tournament mode. All right, jumping over to heroics and story mode, I've got 6 suggestions on this side, so I'll jump through these real quick. Number 1, someone said first, more heroic tiers in arena. I don't know why it says in arena. Oh, maybe it means to have the same idea of the tiers that you have in heroics are a lot broader than the tiers that are in arena, so maybe matching those two together. Either that, or just make it easier for people who are in certain tiers to have a chance to level up more, so be maybe closer to what arena is. I don't like how arena is right now, because when the top spot is less than 10 people, how it is right now, and it's been, I think, down to like 5 people before, that is frustratingly difficult for the top players to be able to make it into those top spots. So I definitely would prefer to have arena near heroics and not the other way around. But I don't know, maybe you guys have some thoughts on that, let me know. But In my mind, Arena should mirror Heroics and not vice versa. Number 2, in Heroics, we should be able to see how many cards we have left in the HP left from the Heroic screen. Yes, I think I mentioned this, maybe it was on stream or I just have it in my mind. But yeah, the idea that it would be nice when you're on that page in between battles, you'd be able to see how much HP you have currently and then also what your current type is. And it'd be even better if you could change your type right from that screen. But who knows? Maybe one day they'll listen to us and we'll get that. And the other idea I would like is be able to see that next boss, what they're going to be using, so you can strategize. And if they're going to be a healer, maybe you can use your Elementalist. But if they're going to be Elementalist, maybe use your healer option. So, anywho, that's things I've talked about a little bit before. So we'll move on. Number 3, let us change our Alchemist type directly from the Heroic screen. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, I think that would be a really good quality of life change if we would be able to change directly from the Heroic screen. Number 4, premium gold combo cards as a separate 500 skull pool, or maybe they could even make it 750. Yeah, so how it works right now, if you go into Heroics and look at the rewards that are available, there's a big glaring missing hole there. So I'm just going to pop it open so I know what I'm talking about. But if you look at it, there's the ability to buy the boosters. You can buy a rare Final Form card, which I would not recommend doing any of those 3. Then you have the option for the Diamond Final Form cards, and there's a Part 1 and a Part 2. And I really don't recommend that either, because the chances of you getting 2 of the same Diamond Final Form cards to fuse are so rare, it's not worth the effort and the skulls. So then you have the rare combo card pool pack, that's just 500 skulls. Unfortunately, the only cards that are in that rare combo card pack are the starting event gold combo cards. And I think I agree that they should make another combo card pack for the rare gold cards and make them 750, not 500, because that way maybe you don't want any more Onyx combo cards. You've gotten the ones that you wanted, and you'd rather try your luck at getting some new gold combo cards to get some additional combos that you don't already have. But they shouldn't be at the same price as Onyx combo cards. So maybe somewhere in between the two would be great. And everyone should have a good idea of if they have the regular gold combo cards that are from the events. So that's my thoughts. My top priority, my top focus would be spending all my skulls on the Onyx combo card, because that's your best bang for your buck, and it's going to help out your Heroics and your Arena by having better Onyx cards or even fused Onyx cards. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Let's see, number 5, increase the max energy or increase your regen rate, and this is for the story mode. And yeah, I've talked about that before. I think it's got to be a one or the other, but not both. So whether they increase the max energy, so instead of just capping out at 30, maybe it caps out at 45 or 60 or whatever they want to choose, and then they'd keep the same regen rate, or they would increase the regen rate from being 10 minutes per energy to something less, 5 minutes per energy or something. Either of those is going to, I think, make people play story mode more often. This is one of the struggles I've been having is story mode's fun, but you really only get to play the story mode for a few minutes a day, if you think about it, because your regen happens once every, I think it's 4 hours, or it might be 8 hours that you fill up your regen. And so you play, and if you're someone like me who plays against the players that take 9 or 10 energy, then you really only get 3 turns, and then you got to wait another 4 to 8 hours for it to regen again. And so it's just not something that you get to spend a lot of time doing. Even if I jump down to someone that is, let's say the 6 energy players towards the start, that's really only 5 turns, and you typically will one-shot them or get them down very, very quickly. So again, it might even be faster fighting the 5 or 6 times there versus the 3 times with the higher powered opponents. So regardless, I do think something needs to change. I personally prefer increased regen rates with the idea of Also being able to have your energy go over the cap if you level up. That's my personal opinion. And then final idea here for the heroics and story mode side is the auto boss grind. And what this person said was, if you beat a boss 10 times in a row without losing to them, you can get, the suggestion here is to pay 100 coins and you auto refill your energy. I don't know if that's necessarily what I would recommend, but I do like this idea of a boss grind where if you have a boss of the week and if you have to beat that boss X number of times in that week, you get a special reward. I like that idea. I don't necessarily like this idea of if you beat a certain boss 10 times in a row, you get an auto use of your energy. Or whatever this is trying to say. I'm sorry, I don't necessarily understand it, but in my mind, the idea that I had of a boss of the week, you beat that boss X number of times, you get a special reward. That's more of my my mindset. So, anywho, those were the ideas for the arena and heroics and story mode that you guys had from Discord. I still have a couple more videos I want to do on this. One's going to be focused on research and shop and how to improve those. Another one's just on random miscellaneous things that I couldn't really find a category for. And then finally, the last video I'm going to do is on new content. So what do you want to see that's new ideas to bring into this game, things that have not been in here before. And that'll be the last one from our Discord suggestions. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I hope to talk to you guys real soon. All right.